Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Shelby Oaks. Yes, after the influx of comments I got on my Tuesday shorts about movies that come out on demand, I have to honor the request of my fan base to watch Shelby Oaks, right? I know, it's funny. I had two comments. But anyway, I'm going to do it. I wasn't sure if I was going to watch it tonight, but because of the fanfare, I'm going to do it. A woman's obsessive search with her missing sister leads her into a terrifying mystery at the hands of an unknown evil. All right, so Chris Stuckman, I guess, is House on Haunted Hill. I think is there's a series again. My sister wants me to watch. I just haven't done it. Sorry, I'm getting to it. Landman is just so good. Sorry. Anyway, this has Sarah Durn, Mason Hedgener. I don't know any of these people in it. It is 5.7 on IMDb. 4,911 people rated it so far. It is B horror, monster horror, psychological thriller, supernatural horror, horror thriller. I also think it's found footage. It doesn't say that right now on IMDb, but I read that earlier when I was doing my Tuesdays on-demand stuff. So there you go. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to tell you what I think. Now, the last time I watched found footage, it was good, but it was so shaky, it made me sick. And that's the first time that's ever happened. So, even going all the way back to Blair Witch, who started this whole thing, which I think is a fantastic genre. So I'm excited to see it, and I'm hoping I can make it through it, my belly being okay. I'm sure we'll be okay. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey, everybody. We're at the credits of Shelby Oaks, and it's only an hour and 20 minutes long. As I just hit that, I just realized it's only an hour and 20 minutes long, so it's a nice short film. And at no point during this film was I scared. At no point. The beginning sets it up. It's like, ooh, intriguing. You know what I mean? There's possibly one jump scare in this, but it didn't get me. You know what I mean? You could see them coming. Like there's movies where you even know they're coming and you're hiding your eyes. This isn't one of those movies. This is, instead of like a scary movie or horror movie, it's more like a mystery, I'd say. There really no scary imagery either. Maybe at the end there's one little one, but other than that, it's not, what I expected. And I didn't watch any previews. I expected something like Hell House LLC. If you've seen that, that's the one that made me sick. And it was so, that was true found footage. The whole point of view is from that the whole time. I mean, I think there might be little pieces to it there, but like that kind of stuff was like, whoa, kind of get you a little bit, This was not. So this is a mix between a mockumentary, found footage, and just a movie. Okay. Normally they do a good job of, sticking to one, either found footage or a mockumentary with the found footage. But this even throws in like they couldn't figure out how to make that work. So the sister who searched, so these people go missing. Well, at least the whole paranormal paranoid is like a ghost chasing thing. And they all go missing or whatever. They start at the end, kind of like what happened to her sister, but she has never been found. So, so she's trying to find her sister is what the whole movie's around. And that's where the mystery comes in, right? And trying to put all the pieces together to figure this all out. Excuse me, I forget where I was going with all this, but let me think. But yeah, so it's more about that and her finding everything and figuring out what has happened. I don't want to ruin anything because I know, put it together yourselves. But it's not as paranormal as I thought. Not jump scary, not imagery scary at all. I know what I was talking about. The mockumentary into the found footage, which is a great. But then there's like pieces like the sisters, so somebody's interviewing her, and that's how, we kind of get into it. And she finds a tape, and she's watching some found footage, right? So that's great. We're seeing that. But then as she's going to try and find the house, it's just a regular movie, right? It's not her holding a camera, so they kind of blend them a little bit, which I don't know if you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to be watching either a documentary or found footage or a combination of both, but this is what happens. You get a little bit of a movie in there. Maybe not. I don't know. No, who wrote the rules? Not me. So anyway, that's one thing that it's like, oh, okay, it's just a regular movie that includes that kind of stuff, which is fine. But again, I think because of that, you don't get as many scary moments, in my opinion. Um, and I want to talk a little bit more. It wasn't for me. It wasn't terrible. Hour and 20 minutes long. I'm not upset that I watched it, but I wouldn't advise anybody else to be like, you got to go out of your way to watch this. And I do want to talk a little bit openly. I'm not going to ruin the movie. I just want to just share a little bit more. So if you don't want to hear anymore, I'm not going to share the ending, but spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You've been warned. So paranormal, it's more demonic and devil worshipping than it is like mysterious. Now, of course, the devil's mysterious in its own right, but it was that kind of thing. It became, I don't know. And not that there's anything wrong with that. That could be scary too. It just wasn't for me when I figured that all out. So there you go. I wanted to throw that out there. They did a good job of putting the whole story together. Just didn't tickle my fancy, if you will. All right. Hopefully I was helpful. Let me know what you think, Missy. That's my sister. All right. Kimmel's Irish Pub.